Hello everybody, and welcome to another video presented to you by CryptSec. So in this video tutorial we are going to learn and discuss about services in Linux. So without any further delay, let's begin. So when I speak about services in Linux, I mean those processes that help other processes or other programs to run in the system, right? Basically, services are those processes that help to run other processes on other programs. So there can be various types of services in the system, ranging from OS services to command line services and to services and daemons that help to maintain and run the system smoothly. So basically, services help other services or other programs or other processes to run in the system, right? So let's see what they're all about. So we're going to learn some various command line utilities to maintain. I mean to supervise and manage various services in Linux. So let me open the terminal here. So firstly, we're going to learn about the command Systemctl or Systemctl, you can say. So basically, what this command does is you need to provide super user for this Systemctl. So this is used for monitoring, basically monitoring, starting, stopping, and restarting various services in a computer, right? So when I type Systemctl and I press enter, I need to hit the user password. So you can see all the services that our system supports, right? So the services start from here, right? As you can see here, dot service and all service to service, and you can see currently my network manager is failed. It's failed to load, and you can see here networking is disabled for some reason, right? So it is because that the network manager service is failed, so therefore network manager is not running, and the network manager is not running, so therefore the time synchronization service is also not working, because the time synchronization service depends upon the network service for synchronizing the time of the network and my computer, right? So this service has affected this service also. So yes, that's basically how it works. And you can see other services like virtual box service is also not working. So that's all the services in the computer currently, and that's how you can see all the services by using the command Systemctl services. Oh, sorry, status, right? So that's what this command basically does. So if you want to look for a specific service, for example, so let me write a sudo systemctl systemctl status. So for example, if I want to see a status of a specific service like Apache 2, so I just write a sudo systemctl status Apache 2, right? And I hit enter. So Apache 2 service is the HTTP server, as we all know. It has been loaded, but it is not active currently. It is inactive. So I'm gonna start the service and I'm gonna check the status again to see what the status shows. So for starting the service by Systemctl, I'm gonna write Systemctl start Apache 2, right? I'm gonna hit enter. So the Apache 2 service has started. Now I'm gonna type sudo systemctl and status Apache 2 so as to check the status that I had started already, but I want to check the status whether it is running or it is not running. So I'm gonna type this and I'm gonna hit enter. So as you can see now, before I did not start the service beforehand and it shows loaded but inactive, right? Loaded, as it is loaded but it is not active. So now currently Apache 2 server, it does not show any color here, but it shows green, so it is a color coded information you can gain from this command, right? So Apache 2 service has been loaded and it is active and it is running. So that's how you check the status of the service by systemctl. So I'm gonna type here sudo systemctl. For stopping the service, just type stop and the name of the service, right? It is as easy as that. Sudo systemctl start Apache 2 for starting, sudo systemctl stop Apache 2 for stopping the service. It is as simple as that. So I'm gonna check the status again. Sudo systemctl status Apache 2, right? So it has been, service has been loaded, but it is not active, as you can see here. So that's how basically how the systemctl command works. So another command in the service to check the service is the service command itself. So what the service command does is it is quite similar to the systemctl. The difference being that systemctl, when you authenticate something by systemctl, you can run it during the startup process, right? You don't need to go to the command line again and again to start or stop the service after every time booting a computer. So that's one advantage of systemctl over the service command. So yes, let's see what service command is about. I'm gonna type sudo service and I'm gonna check the status for all, right? Status status all, and I'm gonna give here knockdown or pipe, you can say, and I'm gonna type less because I want to see information in less information, you know. So yeah, so these are all the services currently that are available in here, right? For some reason I cannot scroll it. So yes, that's the status of all DHCP server, keyboard setup, Lithium. That's all the services that are currently running, right? I'm gonna stop it. So if you want to check a specific service through the service command, you just type here sudo service. I'm going to type MySQL service and status. So it is the same as the before I said, it is the same as the systemctl status service, right? It's the same information. So let me show you how to start a service. Let me show you how to start a service by service command. Sudo service MySQL and start. So what this basically does is it is equivalent to the systemctl and it is equivalent to the systemctl start service, right? Service MySQL start. So difference being that service take the service parameter between the command, and systemctl command take the service parameter after the commands, right? So let's check the service status of the MySQL now. Service MySQL status, right? So before, you can see here it has been loaded but it is not active, right? So currently it is loaded and it is active and running, and you can see here various information since Tuesday 2020 September 8th. This is the time. So every information 34 seconds ago, right? Every information is available here. So let me show you how to stop a service by the service command itself. I'm gonna type sudo service MySQL and stop. So the service has been stopped, as you can see here. So I'm gonna check the status again. So yeah, active has been failed. It means the service is not running. So that's basically how this command works, right? So I'm going to give you one more command line interface tool to check all the status of all the services that are running currently in the computer. So for that, you're gonna write sudo systemctl and status, nothing else, just status. So currently my system is the Parrot Os, and the state is degraded. Some of you might also see the state is degraded. This is nothing to be feared. It just shows that some services has failed to start. In my case, the network manager and the time synchronization, along with the VirtualBox as I showed you earlier, right? So as you can see here, networking is disabled for some reason. It is because the network service has been network service is not currently working properly. That's why the state is degraded here. So if I resolve those issues, this status will no longer be degraded, right? So it is nothing to be worried about if the state is degraded in your system also. I have 5 units that are failed. It means that 5 services are not working properly. So since this time it has failed, since 36 minutes ago. So yeah, that's pretty much it about service in Linux. So if you have any queries, you can leave down a comment in the comment section, and stay updated for further videos, as we are going to talk about shell scripting in further videos. And thank you.